using the card. So if you want to get in on the extra savings and the extra benefits of having the HSN card, definitely do that. Also, what we have right now is from IMAN, and it's going to be a perfect accompaniment to go right along with your today's special pants, or actually any other pants that you have in your closet. And this is that luxury resort sexy blazer. That's the name of it. And you've got that printed detail that you're gonna notice right here along when you fold. If you choose to fold up or fold back the top, and most of us do, then look at that really great print, which is a perfect accompaniment print to go along with your today's special pant. See that? Oh, that's a good balance right there. By the way, half of these blazers, and it's only 3 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast, half of these blazers are already gone. So if these are something that you've been wanting and you're saying, well, that's a really cute look, then go ahead and don't wait too much longer. So we have them for you in all of the same colors as your today's special. The jet black, classic navy, charcoal gray, creamy latte, purple orchid, deep teal, raspberry red, and nectarine. And what I like about getting the blazer today with your today's special is, sometimes you will wear this as a full suited look, and sometimes you won't. But I like the idea of when there is a matching piece, especially a matching top to a bottom, I love the idea of going ahead and getting it, because there will be times that you will wear them together, but if you don't get it, you'll always kind of kick yourself and say, why didn't I just go ahead and get the top? I mean, it was a perfect match, and I don't have to think about, well, now what goes with what and how do I put it together? Because IMAN, the supermodel herself, has already done that for you. Now, this top, you're gonna order this one in extra small to 3X. Again, like normal, like you normally would. You even have 4% spandex built into this blazer. What's really cool about it too is that you've got that really nice kind of curved lapel collar there. You've got that one button right there in the center, but it also comes along with a sash tie. So you can tie it and change the look there. You can button it and change the look there. You can leave it unbuttoned and wear it that way. It's all up to you. It's all very versatile. And you can choose to fold it up like Valerie has right there along the wrist and display that printed pattern there. Or if you don't want to, you fold it down and it's gonna be just one solid blazer. So you've got a lot of looks with this one blazer that is easy for you to launder, throw it into the wash, no problems there. Again, a really classic look when you want it to be, and then you can pump up the fun if you wanna do that. And let me show you again close up, because this is that raspberry red, which is just very pretty, and a really great weight on this as well as we move into a warmer season. Here's that classic navy, and this navy is not so dark that it's compared to black. It is just, but I will also say it has been one of the most popular colors today. So if classic navy is what you want, I do kind of predict that this one will be one of the first ones that go. Almost since midnight. I mean, thousands of these have been ordered, so do not miss out on that. Here is that classic latte if you want something kind of light and airy. This is gonna be black, but it's not a basic, boring black blazer. Try to say that fast 3 times, because you do have that black print there. And also, even notice the print here has that gold threading running through. So again, it's a perfect accompaniment to go right along with your today's special pant. So that's the black there. There's that teal. This is the one that you see on Valerie, which is just fresh and spring and fun. Here it is in the gray, and we also have that nectarine color. And you have to admit, when you saw that nectarine, how vibrant that was, and just, it is so pretty and different. And then of course we have our orchid color right there. So over half of the quantity for the entire day for this blazer is already gone. We will